other huge story this week was about technology. The Chinese came out with something called Deep Seek. Deep Seek. Well, they shouldn't have named it so.
No.
It said Deep Seek. Okay, so Deep Seek, this is, and it is kicking ChatGPT's ass. It beat ChatGPT as the most downloaded free app in a week. Yeah. And this was, they called it a Sputnik moment. Now, kids, I know you don't know what Sputnik is. And you weren't born yet, not an excuse, either was I. And I know what Sputnik is, okay? Not an excuse. Sputnik is at the beginning of the space race. This is the late 50s. Yeah. Okay, there were Russians. We thought we were going to beat them to the moon, and Russians put up some satellite. I forget what it was. It was Sputnik.
Sputnik 1, yeah.
And it suddenly we were like, oh fuck, they could beat us. And now we are doing this. We are at that moment. That's why they're calling it a Sputnik moment with AI. We thought we were way ahead of China. It cost $1 trillion of loss in the stock market. That's how jolting this was. And I wonder, the other thing about this that troubles me is I was reading Christopher Wray commenting on what China's doing lately. The Chinese government is pre-positioning malware on American civilian critical infrastructure, and I'm guessing if they're ahead in AI now, this is only going to get worse. They came up with something called Salt Typhoon last year, can read the texts of every single American. They've been cutting underseas communication cables. And the next war, from two guys who have studied war, is going to be online, right? I mean, everything we do is online. What they can do to us, the water, the phones, the electricity, the car, everything.
It's already started. I mean, there's a lot of people who would say World War III has already started. It's soft. It's more like Cold War II.
And this goes back to a point in history called Desert Storm. In 1991, we fought a war and we annihilated the world's fifth largest army in 100 hours. And
You're talking about Iraq.
Iraq.
Under Saddam Hussein.
Yeah, we wiped them out on CNN, and that was on purpose that we let the press embed, because we thought we were teaching deterrence. We thought we were teaching the world, if you mess with America on the battlefield, we will annihilate you. What we were teaching our enemies was asymmetry. Right? The idea that, okay, well, if you're going to mess with America, don't use bullets and bombs because they're way ahead of us. Use alternative means. Cyber is one of them, and they are ahead. And you can see a scenario right now because they've weaponized the private sector in a way the Soviets never could because they were communist. And in the 1980s, we had deregulated the private sector. So we talk about